putting in all the work they've suggested. You picture your goals each day. You write out what you want. You say positive statements over and over. You sit quietly in reflection. You aim to keep your mindset balanced. You use uplifting words. You convince yourself that you believe in the bigger picture. But when you check your surroundings, everything seems stuck in the same spot. Months pass, yet the feelings stay unchanged. Fresh goals lead to identical results. You start asking why, even with so much work. The connections you draw in feel just like the ones you're leaving behind. Your money situation keeps cycling back. No matter the push, your inner state swings from optimism to silent frustration. Deep down, that nagging doubt grows stronger. What mistake am I making? Why does my existence seem trapped in a cycle I can't escape? The real answer is this. It's not about you. Not your value, not your abilities, not your smarts, or even how much you try. It's your energy level. The invisible energy world doesn't react to hard work. It ignores how much you crave a change. It doesn't care about the time spent imagining, the strength of your positive words, or the good energy you build up. This energy world only notices one thing: the steady message you send out without realizing it, hidden under everything you express and act on. It's the vibe you carry when alone, when you drop the act, when you're not focused on creating change. You're not blocked because you're bad at it. You're held back because you haven't let go of the old version of yourself that no longer fits. Until that vibe fades away, the world will keep showing it back to you, not to be mean, but because it matches perfectly. This energy world is fair. It doesn't see your wants as positive or negative, correct or incorrect. It just copies the inner truth you believe in. That's why, no matter how many fresh goal collages you create, how many directed relaxations you do, or how many guides you study, your days can still look oddly similar. It's not aimed at you. It's just how things work. There's a rule they skipped in class, the rule of energy cycles. Whatever your hidden mind sees as secure, it rebuilds. Not for your best life, but because it's known. And the energy world treats that known feeling like an order. It thinks, this is what you sense most. This is what you predict. This is the steady world you're in. Fine, I'll keep building on that. And it does, over and over. You don't create from your goal board. You create from your body's reactions. You create from the signals you send when not thinking about creating. When you're simply going through your day, responding to things, dealing with pressure, facing letdowns, marking wins or losses. You create from the flavor of your ideas when by yourself at night, from how you view yourself when plans fail, from the vibe you keep in the gaps between your active tries. This explains why folks keep facing the same patterns. Even if outer habits shift, the schedules, the practices, the customs, the core starting point stays the same. You can chant plenty all day, but if your system is set for shortage, the world doesn't pick up plenty. It picks up shortage and acts on it. And many don't see that the world isn't hurting them. It's just showing their main message with exact match. But here's what gets overlooked. This doesn't mean you're damaged. It's not a sign you're unworthy. It's not even proof you're poor at creating. It's a reflection. A clear, steady energy reflection. And reflections show truth. They just display what's there. So, what if rather than chasing a fresh world with extra methods, more aids, more readings, more classes, you got steady enough to let the world show something else? What if the task isn't piling on more, but melting away the outdated vibes that keep circling like a hidden pattern running quietly in your background, shaping your days without you knowing? Because the fact is, you can't outsay your core energy. You can't build bigger while tied to the feeling habits and energy styles from before. You can't grow into your next self while holding tight to the same tales, the same views of you, the same energy marks that shaped who you used to be. The cycle goes on not because you lack try, but because you keep sending the same energy mark. You're doing the same daily start, but with the same hidden worry. You're saying the same phrases, but with leftover uncertainty. You're making fresh moves, but holding old energy stances. And the world, it catches that as the main message and shows it back with steady reliability. This is the heart of energy cycles. The world isn't fighting your wants. It's showing your core self. And that self isn't what you claim. It's what your energy claims. It's the total of what you await, what you accept, what you put up with, what you sink into when no one sees, when the practices end, and it's just you and your vibe. So if you aim to end the same world, you must end the same vibe. And for that, you need to get sharply tuned to what you've been circling without notice, in feelings, thoughts, vibes. Because until you break that circle, you're not building a fresh life. You're just dressing up the old one with nicer terms, brighter aids, smarter methods. But here's the change. Once you spot the circle, once you can label it, watch it, sense it without falling in, you can pick to leave it. That's the core of energy change. Not pushing a new world into place, but turning into a new vibe. So the world that fits it forms naturally around you. And that's what we'll tackle together here. In the coming part, you'll learn how your hidden mind makes energy repeats that keep the same events going. Why your thoughts fight shifts even as your inner drive wants it. And the overlooked step to building a new world. Not by force, but by matching vibes. We're not only sharing ideas, we're about real change. Deep, lasting vibe-based change. So breathe in, let the outdated vibe ease up. Let the habits you've moved past start fading in your notice. And prepare, because in the next part, you'll spot just how your vibe has been circling and how to stop it. Let's dive further. You get it now that what's repeating isn't your destiny, it's your vibe. But how does it run under the hood? How do your hidden mind, your body's responses, and the energy world team up to hold you in the same spot time after time, even when you consciously want different? It begins here. Your hidden mind isn't built to bring joy. It's built to guard you. Guarded doesn't mean content. Guarded doesn't mean grown. Guarded means known. Your hidden mind stores all your past events, ideas, hurts, and feeling reactions linked up through years, maybe more, of buildup. These setups make what brain experts call brain paths. Ruts of ideas, senses, and actions that turn automatic, easy, hidden. Your body's system grabs these paths and saves them as basic modes. How you deal with tension, how you feel connection, how you manage funds, how you see chances, how you handle no's. All these setups shape an energy plan that your body sends out, even when your thoughts are elsewhere. Here's the twist. The energy world answers that plan. Not your plans, not your hopes, not the phrases you voice, but the vibe you send most steadily. Your main energy mark, and most of that mark is hidden, coming from your body's auto-replies, your usual feelings, your quick ideas, your basic self-view. This is why shifts feel tough, because when you aim to create fresh, you're often starting from the same hidden setup that made the spot you're fleeing. It's like crafting a new tale with the old outline looping behind, fixing everything back to what was. Let's add some energy science. In the energy view, the world is a space of endless options. Each possible world is a wave of chance. But those chances don't turn solid until there's watching, aim, and key. Steadiness. Steadiness is the match of your vibe across all parts. Thoughts, feelings, body, and energy. Without steadiness, your message is spread out, faint, uneven. And a spread message can't beat a long-time, deep-set vibe. Here's where folks often stall. They push change from surface thoughts, not seeing that their hidden setup still sends the old message at a stronger level. Brain science says up to 95% of our ideas, feelings, and actions are hidden usual patterns. That leaves just 5% of your vibe actively making fresh, while 95% builds on what's there. This is why, despite top tries to think good or hold high energy, you end up pulling in the same ties, money hurdles, body concerns, or feeling spots. Your hidden mind is still set for those patterns, and your body still sends the vibe of those events, making a strong pull that brings more alike. In energy words, your watching, your active focus, might aim at your wanted world, but your vibe, your lived energy, is still linked to the world you're dropping. The energy world answers not what you desire, but what you embody. And what you embody comes mostly from the hidden patterns you haven't stopped yet. Let's get real. Recall the recent time you aimed for a major shift in work, bonds, wellness, outlook. What went down? Probably you started pumped, driven, set for new steps, but then pushback snuck in. Doubts rose. Old worries came back. You delayed. You tripped yourself. You made excuses to wait. That wasn't chance. That was your hidden mind tugging you to the known, to what it gets, to what seems secure, even if it stings. The body is big here. Experts like Dr. Joe Dispenza say the body holds the hidden mind. You're doing all the routines, daily visualizations, scripting desires, repeating affirmations, meditating, staying aligned, speaking positively, trusting the universe. Yet your reality feels unchanged. Same emotions month after month, new intentions yielding old results. Relationships mirror the ones you want to leave. Finances reset. Inner hope fades to despair. You're wondering, what am I doing wrong? Why this endless loop? Truth, it's not your worth, effort, or intelligence. It's your frequency. The quantum field ignores effort or desire. It mirrors your unconscious vibration, the signal you broadcast when alone, not performing manifestation. You're stuck vibrating as your outgrown self. Until that dissolves, the field reflects it coherently, neutrally, like physics. No judgment, just matching your core belief. This is the law of vibrational repetition. Subconscious sees familiar as safe, recreates it. Field obeys. This is your dominant field. Expectation, I'll reinforce. You manifest from nervous system, not vision board. From reactions under stress, disappointment, solitude. From self-view when plans fail. Outer changes don't touch inner baseline. Affirm abundance while body wired for scarcity. Field hears lack. It's a mirror, not punishment. To break free, dissolve old frequencies instead of adding techniques. You can't out-affirm your baseline or expand while gripping past stories. Loop persists from repeated signature. Same routines laced with fear, mantras with doubt, actions with old posture. Field reflects identity. What you expect, tolerate, settle into privately. Interrupt the loop by awareness. Name, observe, feel without collapse, then choose exit. Quantum shift. Become new frequency. Matching reality collapses effortlessly. Next, how subconscious perpetuates echoes. Why mind resists despite soul's craving. Key to resonance over effort. Breathe, let old loosen. Patterns dissolve in awareness. Deeper now. Repetition isn't fate, it's frequency. How? Subconscious prioritizes safety, familiar, not happiness. Stores experiences, beliefs, traumas as neural pathways, automatic thoughts, feelings, behaviors. Nervous system defaults to them. Stress responses, love patterns, money views, opportunity perception. perceptions, forms vibrational blueprint body emits unconsciously. Quantum field responds to dominant signature, 95% subconscious, 5% conscious. Intentions scatter. Ingrained frequency dominates. Change hard because new attempts run on old program, like new story with autocorrect to past. Quantum reality. Infinite probabilities collapse via observation, intention, coherence, mental, emotional, physical, vibrational alignment. Scattered signal loses to deep habit. Neuroscience. 95% habitual, reinforcing current. Attract same relationships, finances, emotions because body emits their frequency, magnetizing more. Observation aims new, but embodiment entangled old. Field mirrors what you are, mostly uninterrupted patterns. Practical. Big change attempt, initial excitement, then resistance, doubt, sabotage. Subconscious pulls to familiar, painful but known. Body. Subconscious mind. Remembers emotional habits, resists new being to maintain predictability. Mechanism. Subconscious blueprint. Consistent field. Mirrored reality. Reinforces blueprint. Loop until awareness. Observe without judgment. Introduce new frequency. Can't force surface tools versus deep conditioning. Shift requires coherence. Desires align beliefs. Embodied state. Tune entire field new. Not just thoughts, but feelings, behaviors, identity. Many stuck on edge, tied to old. But continue. Recognize patterns, disentangle from familiar, broadcast coherent new signal. Field reflects fresh experience. Next, detect slip-back moment as portal. Signs of quantum edge. Internal moves to enter. Breathe. Feel body recognition. You're the pattern and changer. Cycle via subconscious vibration. Pivotal moment. Change or repeat. Unannounced. Disguised frustration, stagnation, paradox. Tension before quit closest to shift. Transformation needs energy. Destabilize old identity for new. Feels falling apart. Futile. But old dissolving. System recalibrating. Sign. Old patterns intensify. Behaviors, challenges, triggers. Not failure. Flare up final dominance attempt. Subconscious tests. Tempts familiar. Sabotage pre-breakthrough from discomfort leaving known. Even painful. Another. Emotional stretch between expansion longing self and grip known self. Tug of war hallmark. Uncomfortable but right spot. Choice. Retreat to baseline. Loop. Or lean in, threshold. Physiological, fatigue, tension, anxiety. Nervous system processes dissonance. Conditioned old stresses. Adjustment like detox. Not wrong. Disrupting loop. Misinterpret failure retreat. Necessary persist shift. Practical. Manifesting new. Inner work. Then old fear. Unworthy. Hurt. Fail. Triggers withdrawal, procrastination, settling, loop reactivates. Instead pause, see fear as residue, breathe, regulate, presence without collapse. Shift moment, stop old reaction. Sign, synchronicity, numbers, dreams, opportunities, instant manifestations. Field cohering, aligning potential. Invitations, respond with trust unfamiliar or retreat. Linger in between for stabilization. Faith sans evidence. There, field reorganizes around new. Old dissolves unfed. Vacuum-filled matching coherence. Seeing signs, shifting. Next, grace through transition. Practices embody new, cease old reaction. Deep breath, you're close. Shift now, in gap. Not force, frequency. You are it. Future exists. Stabilize in. Body first, broadcasting tower. Dysregulated nerves override thoughts. Teach safety and peace, joy, abundance if normalized anxiety, scarcity. Practice. Eyes closed, evoke future selves feel calm, confident, grateful. Embody to rehearse safe. 5 seconds coherence, hours struggle. Observe sans collapse. Witness fear, thought, ask origin, old, new. Bridge power. Disengage urgency. Timeless field. Desperation signals lack. Slow, match what's yours. Stop proof seeking, doubt signal. No evidence tests embodiment. Smile, not working. Deeper anchor. Manifest. Remove interference. Tension, old expectations. Clear, signal flows. Recall true self beneath layers. Non-linear, stillness, contraction okay. Consistent return to future signal. Field responds alignment. Vibrational home. Comment, I'm ready to shift. Final, coherent living daily. Embody fully. Field mirrors. Far come, loop via subconscious patterns. Body past emotions. Field reflects consistent broadcast. What you are. Edge now. Threshold here. Embody different. Creator, not participant. Shift. Micro choices. Presence over program. Soften over tense. Trust over panic. Accumulate, outloop into possibilities via resonance. Secret. Tune, stabilize confidently. Live quantum self. Entangled desired version. Reinforce which. End feed old conversations, doubts. Allow dissolve non-resistance. Imperfect okay. Consistency. Willingness return. Especially no evidence. Hold abundance amid scarcity. Love turbulent relations. Trust visible loop. Test. Field. Embodied frequency. Invisible first. Receive, not chase. Willing broadcast new despite pull. Walk shifted pre-mirror. Choose coherence. Resonance. Future frequency as being. Yes. Shifted. Field responding. Reality reorganizing. Time for echoes fade but begun. Breathe power as truth. Creator always. Resonated? Subscribe. Community quantum creators. Support evolution. Grow, shift, become. Loop ends. Shift now. New frequency welcome.